Hey guys, welcome to the Moving Academy. Hello, movers and shakers. We're live. I got a thing. I just got a message here that someone can't see the presentation that we're broadcasting. So we're broadcasting now. Probably had a little bit of a delay, hopefully. Um, Okay, guys, I'm just gonna wait till we get some people on. Hey, we got the chat open. I'm gonna write here. Good. Feel free to hit us up in the chat. We're gonna be monitoring the chat, so just keep doing that. Oh, good. There's Travis. Travis, hey, Travis. So feel free to do it. Sign up. We're going to get us a moment. Let us know you're here, and then we'll get started with the webinar right away here. Okay. Let me just let Facebook know that we're ready. All right. Good. Oh, all right. Can you still see me, Travis?
I can still see you. Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, good. I thought I lost you there for a moment. I just had to let Facebook know we're there because we don't look like we got anybody in here.
There it is.
All right, so we're going to get started here. Get going. Hi, guys. This is Jay Burnham, and this is the Seven Figure Moving Academy. Welcome to another exciting episode. Today, we are live, and I am here with Travis Weathers from RotateDigital.com, and we're going to be discussing the new Google feature called Google Local, which is going to help you crush your competition and increase your profits by a massive amount. And Travis is really going to get in there. If you guys got any questions, hit us up in the chat room. I am monitoring the chat, so leave any questions you have regarding this. We will get to it. Make sure we are not going to take any questions until after the chat, unless it's like really super important. But just make sure you leave us some messages there. And we're going to I'm going to turn this over to Travis, who's going to get going on the presentation. So let's welcome Travis Weathers of RotateDigital.com. Over to you, Travis.
All right. I don't hear any applause, but that's fine. Yeah, there it is. Hey guys, my name's Travis. I'm coming to you from Arizona. It's a cold Arizona day, about 85 degrees. I've been working with moving businesses, basically all things Google for a while. And there's this new service coming out called Google Local. A lot of my clients are crushing it with Google Local. It's brand new. It's the wild, wild west. So I wanted to share this with you, provide as much value, show you how to get started with it, and just get going. So you guys are busy. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to share with you the steps, what Google Local is, why it's important, and we'll jump in right now. So let's go live here. And all right, hopefully you guys can see it. Jay, if you can't see it, my screen, holler at me. But this is going to be about Google Local. I have reps that I work with at Google personally, and from their words and their mouth onto this presentation, quote unquote, this is going to be big. This is Google's new focus. It's the new Google Ads, and you guys have the opportunity today to learn about it, to understand it, and really to get in on the ground level of Google Local. Like I said, my name's Travis. I help moving businesses get found all over Google in order for them to get consistent leads for their moving business. That's what I do. Who cares what I do? Let's get into it. To start off, I need to help make sure you guys understand what Google is always doing. Whether you're doing SEO, whether you're doing Google Ads, whether you're doing this new thing with Google Local, Google is always trying and wanting to improve, make more money, and provide as much value to their customers. Night and day, no matter what it is, Google wants to make sure that they give their customers the value that they're looking for, and hence why they're coming out with new services all the time. So before we jump into Google Local, we first have to explain what the past has looked like or what is currently going on. This is the past. In the past, you're using Google Ads to pay for clicks and calls, not necessarily leads. What that means is instead of spending months trying to get ranked on Google, what's happening is you're now willing to pay Google for an auction price of $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30 a click in order to get your business placed up at the very top of Google. That's what it is. This is an example. Obviously, you guys have probably seen it. This is what it looks like. You would search in, in this case, Phoenix Movers, and these are the ads that you would see. That has been the past. You're paying for clicks. If a click was not relevant, you're paying for it. If a call came in and it was a guy asking for a job, you're going to pay for that. You're not paying necessarily for leads. You're paying for clicks and calls. So the problem with this, or the hard part with this, is with Google paid ads, done properly, it works. But if it's not done properly, here's what happens. You get too busy to manage it. You maybe have a poor team or a poor person managing it, being super lazy, and you're losing money. Maybe you don't have the right tracking set up on your site. You're not tracking everything to a T. You're not following up because you're a busy business owner to figure out whether these leads are coming in. And the reality of it is, when you come down to it, you don't track the ROI on these ads because it could be hard. And the reality of it is, you're starting to spend money, maybe thousands of dollars a month, and you don't really understand the real type of ads you're getting. You don't know if you've got good leads. You don't know the quality of the leads. And really, at the end of the day, you could be spending a lot of money without basically understanding or having any real results. Now, that being said, I don't want to shame Google Ads. Google Ads works. It gets you clients. It's a valuable system. But Google is changing, and a good business owner always changes with what's happening and what's in the market. And this is the new thing in the market. It's called Google Local. And what Google Local is, it's basically a new way of Google providing value to their customers. What they do at the very basic of things, they vet out all the bad moving businesses, and they expedite, or they lift up all the good moving businesses, and they showcase it beautifully. So it's the ground zero. As I said, this is the wild, wild west right now. This is brand new. Google's still learning, but you have the opportunity to get in on this at the very beginning without tons of competition, without a lot of your businesses really knowing how to get into. Because to be honest, just a month and a half, 2 months ago, you had to have an invite only to get into Google Local. And now they're opening up and giving more and more people the opportunity, but it's still the wild, wild west. So just to clarify how things are a little different, I'm going to explain it here, and I'm going to show you right here on the screen. Local service is different because it's going to show you how it's going to highlight your search results, and it's going to show basically interested customers in your area, how to find you and do it very easily right away. And I'm going to show you why this is different than Google Ads. The other thing that local services is different is you're only paying for when a customer calls you And here's the key thing about the services you provide. Google now has the algorithm, the bots, and the people that are monitoring these calls coming in through Google Local and validating whether it's a good lead or a bad lead. So if you pay for Google Local and you get a call for a guy asking for a job, you get a telemarketer call you, you get a bot call you, you get a spam call. Google is going to understand that and not charge you for that lead. That's the difference. In the past with Google Ads, you're getting charged for that bad call, for that bad lead. With Google Local, you're not getting charged for that. You're literally only getting charged for someone who calls you about the services you provide, a good lead. If they call you about a service you don't provide, maybe they are asking about mobile home moving and you've got nowhere on your website where you talk about mobile home moving, you have the opportunity to then go through a process with Google to basically say, this lead wasn't a legit lead, and they will not charge you for that lead. So it's groundbreaking for business owners, especially who are busy and want to manage something on their own. The other thing that local services is different. It basically gives you the opportunity to easily control when your ads are displayed by turning it off and on whenever you're busy. So if you go on vacation or maybe you have a pretty much full booked out week, you turn your ads off. It's a click of a button. Then you have a slower week or a slower part of the week, you turn the ads on and you go. That is Google Local. You're, like I said, you're only paying for ads and you're only paying for when your ads work. You're only paying for real leads and you're really given the ability to connect with local customers. But the key thing is you understand directly what leads you're paying for. You are able to understand the ROI of your spending right away. With Google Ads, you have to do work to figure out whether it's profitable or not. With Google Local, you know the profitability right away. So it's huge. It's brand new, and Google is pushing this hardcore right away. The reason why I say that is they're launching nationwide. 95%, they say, of the USA will be covered through Google Local. What this means is, unless you're in that 5%, Google Local will be a search result in your area, which means you need to get on it right away, especially because it's the ground zero, wild, wild west. You have an opportunity to, especially for you guys that are maybe in a smaller city, to be one of the first people in your city during a launch. And I'm going to go again and explain this, but when I talk about the value of this, the value is there. My clients have ROI in this. The ROI is there. One of my clients, October through December, in about 3 months, spent $3,500 in Google Local with a $20,000 cash in return from it. The other one of my clients are usually getting 5 or more times the profitability on it, which means if they're spending $500 a month on Google Local, they're at minimum booking $2,500 a month in moving services from Google Local. So that's the benefit of it. Here's what I want to do is I want to show you what that looks like. So hopefully you guys can see my screen here. It looks like you guys can, but look at this. Let's do Chicago. Someone types in Movers Chicago, right? Well, here's what's happening. In Movers Chicago, with my little fancy dancy tool here, 6,600 people are searching that every month. In the past, this is what you see right away up at the top. Google Ads. You see that Google Ads are right here, and this is what the Google Ads are. Maybe there's a Google Maps ad right here, and then you have your normal organic search results that are going to come up. Here's what Google Local does. It puts you right at the very, very top. It puts you clean, and it's eye-catching. That's the beautiful thing about this, is that it's eye-catching. You're looking at this, and right away your eyes are directed to this Google Local right here. And you get this nice green icon that has a little check mark that says Google Guaranteed on it, which really, when it comes down to it, is basically saying, I, as Google, back this moving business based off of their liability, their insurance, their results. I back this company, which means when someone is searching on Google for a moving business, Google is now backing your business. It's huge. And I can't stress this enough. This is what was before. This is now what Google Local is, and is going to be launching in 95% of the United States. And they're currently launching it right now. Let's do another one. Let's do Movers. Let's see here. Give me a city, San Diego. Let's see if they pop up. Boom. Movers San Diego. Google Ads right here. Or Google Local right here. Google Ads right here. Do you see the difference on the looks? I mean, that's a clean as day difference. This is what Google Local is. This is what's rolling out in 95% of the countries. It's showing them the fact that you're guaranteed by Google with a trackable phone number right there. That's the beautiful thing about it. And you can go into details. Maybe you do mobile home moving, or maybe you do just packing services only. Packing services San Diego. Let's see if it pops up. They may not be rolling it. Boom. Now you're looking at packing services. So you as a company can bid for packing services. You can bid for long distance. Anything in the moving business related, you can bid for. So that is Google Local. So let's jump into what that means for you guys and what that means for getting started and getting into this. Moving over here. Oh, great. You see my schedule. Wonderful. All right. What do you need to do Google Local, right? Okay, great. Google Local is awesome. Here's what you need. So Google Local is going to vet you out as a business more than Google Ads. That's going to be the key difference. And so in order to get on Google Local, you have to jump through some hoops. You have to have license and insurance that is required by the state. So if you're a brand new business owner, maybe you're doing a little fly-by-night right now to get some customers, to get some money, and you don't necessarily have license and insurance and liability, Google Local is not going to be for you right now. Obviously, we recommend it. It's great for your business. It validates your business, but Google Local is not going to be for you. This is going to be for someone who's licensed and insured by whatever the state requires. If the state doesn't require it, you don't need it. So if the state of New York requires $750,000 of liability and insurance, that's what Google Local is going to require from you to carry. If Arizona has a different liability and licensing or insurance regulatory, then Google Local is only going to require that. So again, it comes down to state by state. So if you're following the state regulations, that's going to be the first thing you need for Google Local. The other thing you're going to need outside the standard of a phone call or a phone number and a website, and if you don't have a website, let me know. But if you need to get into Google Local, you need a license and you need background checks. That's going to be the other thing. Google, again, is giving the stamp of approval for your business, which is why your ROI and your profitability is going to be there. But what that requires is background checks. So you have to go through some background checks. They're very clear. The process is very easy online, but you've got to go through that. Now, if you're sitting here and going, hey, you know what? I had a crazy past. I was a crazy kid. You know, my background check doesn't look pretty. Here's what I'll say. There's other options to do. One, you can do background checks of an employee. The other thing you can do is do background checks of maybe a partner, a spouse, someone who's maybe still part of the business by name and maybe has a cleaner background. You can do a background check through there. The last thing you can do is just apply and go through the background check. Like I mentioned before, Google Local is new, and one thing is you have to work with a Google rep to do this, and they're going to look at the background check, and they're going to be able to decide whether they want to move forward or not. It's not necessarily a black and white right now. It's very gray with Google Local because it's brand new. And the other thing you're going to need is at least one Google Local review. So right now, Google My Business is a separate entity than Google Local, which means if you have 500 reviews on Google My Business, you have no reviews on Google Local. But the benefit is when that rep does call you to verify everything, depending on how you signed up for Google Local or Google My Business, you have the ability to transfer in and migrate those reviews right into your Google Local account. So that's it. To get started with Google Local, you need license and insurance, background checks, fill out some information about your service area and what your services are, and at least one review, and you're literally able to get going through Google Local. This is what a little bit of the background. Oh my goodness, Siri's always listening to me. Here's what the background of Google Local looks like. I mean, clear as day, very easy to manage. It's not like Google Ads. Literally, it says set up your service area. So for me in Phoenix, Arizona, I can choose Apache Junction. I can choose Chandler, Gilbert, Mesa, Queen Creek, and maybe I only want to choose a couple zip codes in Chandler. I can do that. Maybe I want to choose a couple of zip codes in Mesa. I can do that. I can pick and choose my local service area. Maybe I can pick and choose the richy side of the areas, the rich neighborhoods, the rich zip codes. I have the ability to very easily target the clients I want to get, which means you have the ability to bid on exactly what you want and be very targeted in the money you spend. So that's what the back end looks like. What's cool is they also have a very nice app. Obviously, there's an Android app and there's an iPhone app. They're obviously showing you this app and what it looks like in the iPhone because it's clear as day that the iPhone is a better phone than the Android phone. And if you disagree with me, you can stop watching this webinar now. But that being said, my spiel with iPhone is over. This is what the app looks like. You get your phone leads coming in right here. It shows you very clear as day. This was a lead. This was a lead. It records the phone call. Again, it's clear as day. You can literally go through this at the end of the day and go, booked, no booked, booked, no book. And you can just sit down and go, okay, that's a $500 move. That's a $700 move. I'm going to make roughly this much money. And here's how much I spent. Great. My ROI is there. And it gives you the ability to make more and more money based off the money you spend. You'll have the messaging. You'll see the jobs coming in. It's a very easy system. It's awesome. A monkey can manage this. So that's what's awesome about it. Again, if you're the only one in your town signed up for Google Local, that means you're the first one in there. And like I said, it's the Wild Wild West. It means you're going to be the only company that comes up with a Google guaranteed check next to your name. And I want to explain this one more time what that means. It means you're going to be the only company right here with this stamp of the Google guaranteed right next to it, which means you'll be Google guaranteed. Your business will show up. It'll look pretty. Your great reviews will look great. And then boom, you're going to have automated businesses show up here, but they're not going to have the stamp of Google guaranteed, which means all the calls are going to come to you. So when I talk about ground zero, when I talk about Wild Wild West, it is the ground zero. It is the Wild Wild West with Google Local right now. And I can't explain this enough. Let me show you what the difference is. Lafayette. Boom. That's without Google Local. I bet you if you typed in Lafayette just like this, oops. There's your ad, your Lafayette ad right there. It's not that clean. It doesn't look good. That's Google Ads. You're just paying for people to click and call, and you don't even know if they're going to be a good lead. This is what Google Local looks like. Pretty as get out. So, I mean, that's why the profitability is there right now. But you have the opportunity, if you're in a service area that's maybe smaller, you have the opportunity to get in and be one of the first people in your area to sign up. If you're in a bigger metropolitan area, that's okay. You're probably not the first person to sign up, but it's still going to be profitable for you. You're still going to be able to compete with this. So let me show you how to get started with this. I can't reiterate this enough. It's critical for you if you need, especially during the summertime right now, to get leads. This is a very great way to pay for really good leads. So to do this, I could give you this long convoluted URL, but I made it easy. You can go to my website, www.rotatedigital.com/start-local. www.rotatedigital.com/start-local. And what that'll do is it'll open you up and you'll have a couple options, do some reading, but you'll have an option to just get started on your own. You're going to click that button to get started, and it's going to take you directly to Google. And the first thing you're going to do is go through the eligibility process. It's going to basically give you, it's going to ask you for information, and it's going to make sure that you're eligible for what Google requires. If they're going to service that area, and if you're a moving business owner, you're going to be eligible. And if you're in the right area, it'll let you continue on. Once you continue on, they literally give you a step-by-step. Fill this out. Fill this out. What's your name? What's your moving business company name? What's your phone number? What's your website? Like, it literally is step by step, and you just fill it out. It's going to ask you for license and uploading insurance and background checks and getting a review, and all that happens. But that's the second thing you need to do, is you need to fill out that entire online platform. And then here's the difference. Once you fill out that entire online platform, Google needs to, with a real in-person rep, call you to verify things and talk with you as a business owner. So here's the thing. It's launching nationwide, and I talked to the Google rep, and they basically said it could be as quick as 1 week. It could be as long as a couple months. They're launching nationwide, and they only have a certain amount of reps right now that are running this. So once you fill this out, and that's why it's urgent for you to fill this out today and get going on it, or get going with it with me, is the rep is going to reach out to you. You have to reach out. The rep is going to reach out to you, and you just got to wait for them to call you to verify everything. But once your online profile is filled out, your background check is done, your insurance is done, and you wait for the rep to give you a call, whatever time frame that is, because they're getting busy with the nationwide launch, you wait for that phone call, and then that's when they verify you. And if everything is approved, you move forward. So again, this is what that backend looks like. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to show you what it is. You're going to click continue, and you're going to start that process right away. Now, in order to be signed up, as I said, there's 2 systems that need to be checked. You have the sign-up process. That's the online sign-up process. You need to complete that correctly without any mistakes. Get that all ready. And when that happens, the Google rep will eventually reach out to you and verify everything, and that's when you'll go live. Again, my only caveat is they won't give me a time frame because it's so variant. It's either quick, it's either long, it's somewhere in between. The nationwide rollout is happening now. That's verified by Google. All my reps at Google verify that. The nationwide rollout is happening now. And so that's why it could take a little bit of time. So that's it. I mean, literally, guys, that's all you do. So this is really what's next. Google Local is awesome. The ROI is there. You just got to go and sign up now and get on the list, go through the process, and then get on the phone or wait for the phone call from Google over the next few weeks, month, or whatever it is. I don't know. And just start spending money on these real valuable leads, especially during this summer season. It's your busiest season. It gives you the opportunity to rent U-Haul trucks, get that extra money, and get profitable for the year of 2019. This is going to be big. It's going to be the way Google goes forward right now. And so it's something you have to do. Now, obviously, what I can do for you is if you don't want to do it, right? You don't have the time. Maybe you're not as tech savvy, or you don't want to make the mistakes to delay the waiting process anymore. If you just want it done for you, I'll basically go through the process with you. Everything I can fill out on my own, I'm going to fill out on my own. And then if you need to do something, I'll show you exactly how to do it the right way the first time. And then what's going to happen is I have my contacts at Google, and they're allowing me to expedite the process for this, which means once you sign up, I have a Google rep that I can talk to. And sometimes within 3 days, 2 days, we'll get back out to you and verify the process, which means instead of waiting maybe 2 to 8 weeks, we're looking at getting signed up within 1 to 4 weeks, and you get to expedite that process. And I'm doing that right now. Basically, if you want to sign up in the first 48 hours, I can do that for you for just $2.99. But again, that is there for me to do as much as I can for you, expedite that process for you, get you live on Google Local, and then obviously train you and show you how to do this. But again, I can't clarify this enough. You can do this without me. You can go and sign up right now, get things going, and they may just give you a call. I just don't know the process. You just may have to wait longer, but you guys can do this right now. My service just right now is to give you the ability for me to do it, since I've done it with so many clients, and get that process expedited. So if you want to do this and get started, whether you're going to go through my service or whether you're going to do it on your own, the easiest way to do it is go to www.rotatedigital.com/get started, or sorry, start local. www.rotatedigital.com/start-local, and click on the button that works for you and go through the process. If you do it on your own, you're going to use the button on the left, and you're going to go through the process on your own. If you want me to do that for you, for your business, go through that process, expedite it with my local reps, you're going to click on the right button, and that's going to give you the ability to pay me, and I'll reach out to you by the end of today with everything you need to do to move forward. But literally, guys, that's it. Obviously, I'm going to open this up for the first 48 hours. It's like an incentive pricing. I'm going to raise my prices after that, but I'll still do it for you. But again, go do this right now. If you have reviews, if you're insured, if you're doing any kind of good moving business, get started on Google Local now. Go figure it out. Go sign up right away and get going. Literally, guys, that's it. I just wanted to show you that Google Local is real. It's out there. There's a nationwide launch, and it's profitable so far for my clients. And right now, because it's the wild, wild west, 9 times out of 10 is probably going to be profitable for you. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. And right now, because it's the wild, wild west, 9 times out of 10 is probably going to be profitable for you. So.
Oh, that was great, Travis. Thank you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, good. Why don't you go back to your view and take you down so we can actually see you again? There we are. So I have a question. This is amazing information. When you go do it, it's like a little form you fill out when you're doing it. Is it like they have like a little thing if I went to go try to do it myself, basically is what I'm asking. Is there a form that I actually fill out and then Google will view that? Is that how that works? Or
Yeah, kind of. You're going to go fill it out and it's going to take you step by step and it's going to give you a form. What's your name? What's your business name? What's your phone number? What's your website? Next. What's your service area? What's your services? What's this? Next. What's your license? What's your insurance? And if you don't have that right away, you can skip it. And then it's going to say, get us a Google review. What's this? What's that? And you just click on next. And by the time it's done, you'll basically show you like, you've completed 5 out of 10 steps. You've completed 6 out of 10 steps. And once that 10 out of 10 steps is completed correctly, that's when that kind of gets submitted to a local Google rep. And that eventually then that local Google rep will reach out to verify everything in the business.
Cool. And I'm assuming then that they're going to roll this out to like the major metropolitan areas and then, kind of expand from there. Like they're going to hit the major cities like Los Angeles, Detroit, New York, New Jersey, and then the smaller municipalities, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, Phoenix was a metropolitan city. It's already rolled out. It's live, but now there's suburbs of Phoenix that are rolling out and being live. And so it's the nationwide rollout is happening right now. That's verified by Google and all the Google local reps. It's happening. We just don't know exactly the time frame because they're rolling it out. But yeah, it's going to start with big cities and move into smaller cities.
Good. And in your presentation, it says that you can go to your dashboard, right? And you can actually choose the zip codes you want to target specifically, right?
Yes,
is that correct?
Exactly. It's very easy. It's very focused. Again, and you can choose that. You can change your budget really quickly, and you can just toggle things on and off, on and off. It's very easy.
And this is an app on the phone too. You can I can grab my phone and.
Exactly. Once you're signed up, you're verified by Google Local and you're live. There's an app on your phone you just log into and you can run your entire Google Local your entire business on your phone and get and see all your leads right on your phone. Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
There's also a desktop site as well.
Oh, okay, great. Now, what if somebody operates in multiple cities? Are they able to operate in multiple cities as well? So like I'm here in Lansing, if I want Grand Rapids is like an hour away. Can I also target their zip codes?
Exactly. Yep. You'll just go through the process with the local reps on how to do that. But yeah, if you've got one business with multiple locations, you can still sign up for each local location for the segment of your business. Exactly.
Good. So you don't have to stay just within your area. If you travel an hour and a half out, you can target those zip codes and everything.
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. This is revolutionary because this is above the ads. It's above Google Maps. It's like completely, it's the first thing they see, right?
Exactly. It's the first thing you see. It's above Google Ads. It's above Google Maps. It's above Google Organic. Obviously you're paying for it. So you are paying for leads. It's not like Google Organic where you've got there, you've done your work to get there and those leads are free now. But when it comes to a business owner, when it comes to a business, moving business, the ads look beautiful. They look nice and the profitability is there. And even better, it's easy to manage. You don't need to hire someone like me to manage Google Local. You can do it yourself. It's that easy. You can give it to an admin or a secretary to manage it for you. Very easy, and it's right there. It's above everything else. Google is focusing on this. I think this is going to be the way they go. Like I said, it's like when Google Ads came out where it came above everything else. Now it's Google Local. It's coming above Google Maps, above Google Ads, and now it's Google Local at the very top.
Are they going to be taking away Google Ads? Is this going to replace Google Ads, or is it going to be in addition to Google Ads?
I don't think it'll ever replace Google Ads. The reason why is it's only coming out for what they call forget what they call it. It's like the top vertical of services. So pest control companies, moving businesses, water damage repair. There's only about 14 categories this is coming out for. And I think they're going to keep it like that. So Google Ads is still going to be used for every single business, any type of business, no matter what. So it's not going to necessarily replace Google Ads, but depending on how this rolls forward and how much they get used to Google Local, especially in the service industry, this could easily replace the value of Google Ads. And this could just be more valuable than Google Ads. And Google Local will soon to be, I think, the more valuable. It'll take time, but Google Local is going to be rolling out and people are going to start being used to it. So it's not going to replace it, but it is very valuable. And I think that's why the profitability is there very quickly because it's beautiful and people like that.
Great. Now, on your customers that you've worked with so far, what would you say is a typical ad spend for Google Local for, like, let's say a larger city like Phoenix?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, it is literally all over the place because it's still going to work like Google Ads, where it becomes an auction. If the demand is there, the money is going to be more money. So the spend is probably going to be similar to whatever you spend on Google Ads. The difference is going to be the fact that when you spend that money, you're spending it on a real lead and not just a click. But it's going to be probably pretty similar. Unfortunately, the cost is all over the place. You know. That's about all I would say.
We lost you there for a minute. There you go. What were you saying? Could you say that again?
Yeah, I was going to say basically the spend is going to be similar to Google Ads. It's going to be similar to whatever the local areas. Obviously, if you're in Chicago, you're going to spend more than if you're in a small town in Alabama.
Okay, cool. So I think that's pretty it. We don't have a lot of questions actually coming in on the chat. There was a couple of them that I just handled in the chat that regarded the moving business itself. So guys, if you have any questions, let's leave them now so that Travis can do it. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to just go through the chat room here and just see if there's anything. Let me refresh. I have to refresh it. By the way, you look beautiful, by the way, Travis. It looked great. Your presentation definitely was full screen.
Perfect.
Oh, just quiet it down. Uh-oh. Travis, did we lose you? Oh, we lost Travis there. I guess he's coming back on. We lost you there for a minute. Yeah, your internet. It doesn't look like we're getting any more questions or anything anyway. So awesome. I think we're going to end off here. Guys, thank you so much, Travis. Thank you for coming on and explaining this to us. Hopefully, if anybody really does, I left the link in the chat room. Feel free to go. I'm also going to leave it in the description of the video, so you can just go to rotatedigital.com/start-local, and you should be able to get with Travis and sign up for if you want to use his services. He's offering for the next 48 hours basically $200 off his normal fee, which is $4.99. So you're going to get it here just for this crowd only for $2.99. This is definitely something you guys should do. If you guys want to do it on your own, like he said, you're more than welcome. It's probably going to take you a lot longer to get involved with it, but it's going to be so much powerful. So make sure you guys get your stuff in a room. Make sure you go get your background checks. Make sure you have all your documentation in line, like your licensing and insurance. Now, that's one last question. Do you actually have to upload your forms to Google, or do you just say, yeah, I'm licensed and insured, and they go, not a problem?
Oh, you're uploading it. They're vetting businesses. You're uploading it. They're making sure it's a real deal.
Okay, good. All right, guys. Travis, anything you want to say? Any last final words?
Nope. Just reach out if you have any questions. I'm always here to help and provide value. So I appreciate your time, Jay, and for the invite over. And hopefully you guys rock this out and get some money coming in through this.
Excellent. All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with all your family and friends. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. I will be monitoring the comments, and I will answer any of your questions. Guys, thank you. God bless. Do something great today. Thanks, Travis.
Cheers.